I put on Twitter that we were, that we were going to have you on the show, and I was like, if you have any questions about theme park fireworks or fireworks in general, drop them here, and we're going to get to those Twitter questions.
Okay.
But everybody was asking questions about Fun Fireworks in 50, which you already mentioned is, your favorite show, and it's probably mine too, honestly.
Mine too.
For those of you who haven't seen it, pause the video now, look it up on YouTube, Fun Fireworks in 50, Kings Island 2022. It'll be the most incredible thing ever. So that involved regular shells in the air. It had close proximity fireworks off the roofs of International Street, which is, close to people, in flames. So a bunch of different, and by the way, drones, just to throw in the mix. A lot of moving parts there. So why don't you talk about the challenges associated with a show that has so many facets to it?
I'm not going to say there were a whole lot of challenges to it because we're so familiar with the park.
Mm-hmm.
We had done the rooftops at one time. We put flame effects around the fountain for haunt.
Mm-hmm.
The aerial site is been established.
Yeah.
And then bringing all those elements together was, the tech services at the park was fantastic. I can only remember one night when I was a little upset with Nick, and when we were dropping time code, and come to find out, this is funny, come to find out that our feet came off of tech services. Can I talk about this? Is this okay?
You and I can talk about it. He's going to just look the other way.
I was going to.
Well, in his defense, he probably didn't realize what was going on, but we were time code feed came off of tech services, and happened to be a night I'm there, and I'm watching the clock spin up, and all of a sudden it would stop, and then it start again, stop, start again. I'm like, what the heck's going on? And I'm radioing to Keener, and he's like, I said, yeah, but it's not dropping, but it kept stopping, and it was giving me a heart attack. Mm-hmm. Well, I guess Nick was looking at various video cameras around the park, and it was drawing bandwidth, and I guess he quickly realized what he was doing because he heard the radio chatter, so he stopped. And I'm like, whoa.
This was before the show, or
this
during
was
the show?
this was the last. I mean, I'm counting down 45 seconds, 44 seconds, because I've got a countdown clock and a time clock counting up.
Yeah.
But the people at the park, we've got such a great relationship with everyone at Kings Island that it was easy.
Mm-hmm.
The challenging part, if there was one, were drones.
Yeah, new element.
It was a new element. We were unfamiliar with them, but we have a great partnership with Vergero, which is the manufacturer. So they were in town for the first week of rehearsals and operation, and really made it easy. What I did find is we had 5 drone pilots,
Mm-hmm.
and all 5 of them were helicopter pilots.
Okay.
And it wasn't just about them being able to fly vertical aircraft. It was that they were very regimented and very detail oriented. And those guys, and especially guys like Zach Phillips, they made that show fly every night.
Mm-hmm.
And were very upfront and honest when I'm uncomfortable because I've got rain coming.
Right.
So it was the design challenging, sure, but the execution, other than staffing, was we have a great partnership with Kings Island that goes back 50 years.
So I was concerned about this going into the interview. Just make sure that you and I aren't talking firework terms. For those of you who don't know what time code is, I'm going to give them the short of it. Time code essentially is like it's the language that the lights and the fireworks and everything speaks. So they know when to do what. This light changes from blue to red at this time. This firework shoots at this time. It's all on time code. So his concern with this anecdote before was that if there's erratic time code or no time code, there's no show. So that's what it comes down to.
Yeah, digital clock.
Digital
That's
clock,
basically
exactly
what it is. Yeah.